We are in the final push for the presidency, and for the third presidential election in a row, former President Donald Trump will be spending the evening before Election Day in Grand Rapids. It is just another indicator at how important not only Michigan is in this cycle, but Kent County as well. Fox 17 has learned Trump will hold his final rally in Grand Rapids Monday evening. Now, the doors will open at Van Andel Arena at 6:30 p.m., and the rally is set to start at 10:30. Again, this isn't too surprising. In 2016, he was at DeVos Place on election eve. And in 2020, he was at the GR Airport. Meantime, the 45th president is back in Michigan today. He's scheduled to hold a rally in Warren at Macomb Community College. The event is already underway, and Trump is scheduled to speak in about 30 minutes. His running mate, Senator JD Vance, spent his time in West Michigan today, marking his 7th trip to our area. He has visited the most out of anyone else on the ticket. Our Michael Martin was there and shares Vance's message to voters.
Just days out from the election, and campaigns continue to crisscross all over Michigan. On Friday, while former President Donald Trump over on the east side of the state, VP hopeful JD Vance is down in Portage, hoping to push the Republican ticket over the finish line.
Who's ready to go win an election?
The campaign stops aren't over just yet.
Guess what? Donald J. Trump and JD Vance is the team to do it.
Down to the wire, Michigan continues to be a key battleground state.
We have got just 4 days to go, 4 days to turn Michigan red.
Republican VP hopeful JD Vance stopping by RAI Jets in Portage for an energetic last-minute push.
We cannot keep doing more of the same and expect different results. We have got to take this country in another direction.
He painted a contrast between what a Trump-Vance administration would look like against a Harris-Walz victory.
You don't have to listen to her slogans. You don't have to listen to her dishonest rhetoric. You just have to look at what Kamala Harris has done for the last 3.5 years.
Vance saying if elected, he and Donald Trump would address high gas prices and the taxes paid on an American vehicle.
If you're a Michigan worker, the answer is if you're a Michigan auto worker. The answer if you're a Michigan parent, she hasn't done a damn thing for you, and that's not going to change if we give her a promotion to the Oval Office.
Pushing back against EV mandates in favor of U.S. auto workers.
When Donald Trump talks about all of these common sense economic proposals, you don't have to guess at whether he's going to keep those promises because he was already president for 4 years.
Friday marked Vance's second trip to Michigan this week.
That's why I'm standing here as your Republican vice presidential nominee, is because Democrats have given up on working men and women in this country.
As the finish line is in sight.
I think if this movement of ours is animated by anything, it's that we love our fellow citizens. We want them to have prosperity again, and that's why we're going to make Donald J. Trump the next president of the United States.
Now, this certainly isn't the last time we hear from either campaign here in West Michigan. For the latest in terms of events, statements, and everything else election 2024, head to our website, fox17online.com. In Portage, Michael Martin, Fox 17 News.
Ahead of Vance's Portage visit, 2 former Republican state reps held an event in Kalamazoo calling on other members of the GOP to put, quote, country over party. Now, former reps Dave Maturin and Dave Pagel are encouraging others to get out the vote for Vice President Kamala Harris and Governor Tim Walz. They are members of the grassroots organization Republicans for Harris. It's part of a recent push with several Republican leaders endorsing Harris in the last few weeks. Now, on the Democratic side, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz is also in Michigan today. He has multiple campaign stops on the schedule and started his day in Detroit. His main focus, the economy, saying former President Trump botched the pandemic response.
Not only did we lose 10 million jobs, we were pitted into a hunger game against our neighbors to find toilet paper. That's how bad it was. So now, I suppose it wasn't too bad, thinking back to that economy. If you're a billionaire, Elon Musk, for example, say.
Walz also visiting Flint this afternoon and Traverse City for a rally this evening. Now, today marks Walz's 7th visit to the Mitten State. And then Sunday, Vice President Kamala Harris will be back in Michigan. Harris will be in East Lansing for a Get Out the Vote rally. It'll be her final visit here before the polls open on Tuesday and marks her 10th trip to the state since becoming the official Democratic nominee in July. The dozens of campaign stops have shown just how important Michigan is this election cycle. This Monday at 7:30, Fox 17 takes a closer look at how the Michigan vote could define our nation. Hear from candidates in high-stakes races in the state and get expert analysis on why not only Michigan matters, but Kent County as well. Watch Monday at 7:30 right here on Fox 17.